my name is Kari. This is Tiger Lily Designs. Welcome to day 4 of the 12 Days of Stitchmas. Welcome, friends. I hope you're excited. I'm so excited to be here. If this is your first time here, welcome. This series is a 12-day series here on YouTube, December 1st through December 12th, where I am opening up Advents, sharing all kinds of making inspiration in the world of knitting and stitching and quilting. Oh my, I hope you stick around and join me. If you're a returning subscriber, thanks so much for coming back. Here we are on day 4. There is a playlist somewhere. I will link it if I can. That will show you all 12 days of the Stitchmas. If you're just catching me, go ahead and catch up. Day 1, here we are on day 4. We're going to dive into the fun. Today, what I'm going to have for you guys today is a little bit different than what we've done so far. I feel like every day is going to be a new adventure, and I'm excited. I hope you are too. Today, what I'm going to be doing is showing you all my other Christmas stitch finishes. Now on day 1, I shared with you guys all my ornament finishes. And so that's what's decorating here in my studio tree. What I did today is I went around the house and I gathered all the other non-ornament but Christmas theme stitch finishes that are decor around my house here for the holiday season, just in case you need a little bit of inspiration. Maybe you're looking for a new start. Maybe you're just trying to get yourself some ideas of what you want to start next. So let's go ahead and dive in to my Christmas theme finished pieces. If you are new here, let me just tell you a little bit about my story. I've been a stitcher, a cross stitcher for about 10 years now. I started off as an Aida stitcher. And I still love Aida. I have transitioned to linen, but most of the finishes we're going to be looking at today are older, meaning I'm going to try to tell you the names of the charts, try to give you a little bit of detail, as much detail as I can. If I don't know the details, I will definitely try to get more for you and put them in the drop down below. So if there's anything that I can find more additional details for you, there will be hopefully links and chart titles and designers, and all those things will be information down in the drop box below. But without further ado, maybe some of these things will just give you some inspiration on how you should finish, or you could finish some of your pieces. This is one of my favorite. It was on the top, so we're just going to start with the bang. This is, I'm going to say it's one of Brenda Gervais. She has a 2 series, and I have one of the other ones. It's Santa, but this is the snowman finish. But I just love, this was a chalkboard type of frame on a stick that I thrifted. I love thrifting my finishing pieces, my finishing boards, whether it's a frame or a board or kind of one of these. I think this was supposed to be one of those chalkboards. All I did was put the stitch, so you can see this was, I'm going to guess 14 or 16 count Aida. It definitely looks like big squares. Called for maybe, or called for aspired, probably not. And then, as you can see, I need to zhuzh my bows a little bit. So I just added some wire ribbon bows. I'm a fan of these tiny little ornaments. Are in the Walmart section of their mini trees. Now, it's hard to get here in December, maybe if you go quick, but I know that they start putting out Christmas, in August, really. And that's when I go and grab these things. They actually are like little tags to decorate one of those little tiny, tiny trees, but I use them to decorate, to give my little finishes a little extra bling. You can see, I actually put one right here on this ornament right here. It's the same exact concept. That one says joy. This one says Mary. It was probably like a 3-pack, like I said, at Walmart for $1.99, a couple dollars, very inexpensive. And it's just one extra thing. And like I said, all I said, this is just on a board popped in the frame. So that is a Brenda Gervais Pals. It's a theme. I forget what it was, but let me find the Santas down below. So like I said, they're all very haphazardly stacked right here on this chair. So it's going to be all we can do for them not to come toppling over. So hopefully not. Let me just take the one on top. We'll just go top to bottom. This one is, let me see, when was this? This is a fa la 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 la. This was in the 2023 12 Days of Stitchmas Tiger Lily Advent. My sweet friend, hello from Liz Matthews, did an exclusive design for that box in 2023. it was come with the floss pack. This is one of Chantel's custom boards that was also in the advent. I'm pretty sure you can't get this board. This was just custom for this particular design in this chart. This beautiful fabric was a 16 count Aida. It was a sugar plum fabric by Legacy Fiber Arts that was also included in the advent. So you can't get that. But the good news is that Liz released this chart here within this last year. I don't remember if it was an August release or if it's more now, but you can definitely go grab this chart. I believe even as a PDF right now. She has it charted with different colors now, and all the bubbles are different fonts. You could totally just pull from stash or reds, the pinks, the greens, whatever you want for your holiday decor. Okay, so like I said, don't fall over, please. Okay, this is another one. This is just a shelf sitter. This is from Barbara Anna. This was in the Punch Needle and Primitive magazines eons ago. I think you can buy this pattern separately, but you also get access to the electronic past issues of the magazine. If you're not a subscriber of that magazine, I highly recommend it because you get past issues. So it's a great value. This was just a super fun. Again, it's on an Aida. I did a board finish on top of a board, and this was just a shelf sitter. It's probably like baby decor that I just painted and popped it on there. Just the size was perfect. And so I love a good chunky block, one of those funky signs. You can get a Hobby Lobby or thrift or whatever. And it just is a nice shelf sitter. So that sits in one of my decor displays. All right, we'll just go ahead and move the whole pile because I was afraid we were going to have a crash. Okay, so no crash now. All right, the next one is sorry, I do have 2 dogs, so I'm going to pick dog hair. Are you with me? I feel like dog hair gets on all the things. This is one of my favorites. This is definitely an old stitch for me. One of my originals. It's definitely 14 count. It's got a year on it, 2020. I remember stitching this in December of 2020. We all know what happened in 2020. So it was just, I think I dyed. This was me coffee tea dyeing, trying my hand at coffee dyeing some 14 count Aida that I got on Amazon or something. I hadn't really dabbled too far down the rabbit hole. That's definitely called for. I was using called for colors at that time, but this is a Teresa Kogut. I don't remember what it's called, but it was a super fun. And again, what I did for this finish, which is super fun, it's a frame. But rather than trying to find a perfect size for it to sit in, I kind of just attached it on. So it didn't have to fit perfectly. You can see it doesn't fit perfectly, which is why I added some zhuzh here on the left side of it because it wasn't as long as it is wide. You know what I mean? I don't remember this was a 5x7 frame, but you can just kind of compensate for the oddball size of the stitching to use a standard frame, and adding some, I'm sure this was a Walmart, Hobby Lobby, Michael's, one of it, enter any of those kind of pixie doos. Again, this I'm sure is from the Walmart, like decorate your tree situation. And I'm team hot glue in case you didn't know. So that is a fun finish. Oh, and here's the other Teresa Kogut, Green Santa. This was part of her Patreon. I think it's part of a book now. But again, you can see I did the same technique where this was a frame that I thrifted, and I was able to, I felt like it was the right width, but it wasn't the right length, right? I didn't want so much extra fabric. So all I did is I kind of just took a piece of funky flannel that I thought matched perfect, gave it a little bottom 2-inch edge, and then I actually did these chunky crosses, these little chunky X's, cross stitch and such, as a little border. And that I think is a super fun finish. And I love just finishing the back of my frames. This is just scrapbook paper that you can get anywhere. And I just cut to size so that my pieces look a little finished. This should have a year on it, but it doesn't. But this is a fun Santa. I love Teresa's Santas. This is another, this is a Satsuma Street. So this is bright and funky and fun. Again, it's on the shelf sitter, just like that Barbara Anna was. This was part of a stitch along, like a Christmas surprise stitch along. 2020, 2021, I'm not quite sure, but if you look up at Satsuma, there's a lot more pieces to it. I just took out the pieces that were Noel, and I just, I'm guessing I used called for because she's definitely bright and colorful. And again, to make it fit on the board, I just added a trim here with some fun rickrack, some funky buttons from my collection that coordinated with the floss colors, and that was my finish. So that one goes in a different, you can tell my style for Christmas is all over the place. I go classic, you know, primitive Santa, and then I have wild and crazy pinks and purples. So I have all the things. Oh, here is the other with Brenda Gervais, the one that's just the snowman. Again, it's a chunky frame that Hobby Lobby for $4.99. And I don't remember if I painted it red or if it came red, doesn't really matter. I put fabric in on the backside and then I stuck him on it. So again, it didn't fit perfectly, but it was perfect enough. This was, I think, an ornament I got at Hobby Lobby probably, and I took the hanger off and glued it to the side of the frame. Super fun. So just minimal, but fun. So that's that one. And we've got two more, friends. So this one is in a wood sign. It's a $5 Target dollar spot. So always check those out as well. This I magically fit perfect. This was from 2022, 12 Days of Stitchmas. It was one of my new starts and my finishes. I think I started and finished it in 22. I'm not quite sure. I'd have to go back to the tape and see. But this was definitely an Etsy designer. I think that was the year I was featuring Etsy designers every day. And so I'm going to guess that one of the days of the 2022 12 Days of Stitchmas, that might have been when I did 24 days. That was a lot. But if you go back, and just in case you want something to watch, you can always go back. I think that's the one where I was highlighting a new Etsy designer every day. But this is just a fun 3-color stitch. I love it. If I can find the Etsy shop, I will link this pattern down below. And then last but not least is one of an oldie but a goodie. It's also a hello from Liz Matthews. She did this on a dark, she had 2 colorways. One was on a blue or a color and the other one was on a neutral. And then these trees, I think there was a little bit more color, but I loved the idea of using a blue linen or a blue Aida. This was definitely blue Aida. I dyed this myself, Rit dye in the kitchen. I feel like this was 2020 or even 2019 maybe. But so this was an oldie but a goodie, and it's just easy. I love a great monochromatic stitch. I need to get another monochromatic stitch on the, I was going to say on the needles, but that's not how you stitch. I need to get one. I have one in my kit, my 12 kits of Christmas, my 12 kits of Stitchmas. I do have, it's almost monochromatic. It's 2 colors. I would pull it out today for you and have that be the start of the day, but let's just talk about that in full transparency. Yesterday's new start of the day was the Teresa Kogut Kringle and Woolard. I remembered I did not put a stitch in it. I was busy trying to get caught up on the Freckled Whimsy, my Advent socks, and I'm almost caught up. So I feel like tomorrow we're going to get back on track. Hopefully, great thing is this is a hobby. It's fun. Nobody's going to hold me to it, but I will definitely still show you all my starts, whether I actually start them or not, just to show it's more fun eye candy for you guys. All right, friends, are you ready for the day 4 giveaway? Now, remember, we are doing giveaways every day during the 12 Days of Stitchmas. I'm super excited about it. If you haven't gone back, you still have plenty of time to go and enter in all 12 days, past 3 and then the future ones, because I'm not going to pull the winners until December 20th. So make sure that you enter in all the days because they're all really, really good. So today in day 4, let's see what's in this bundle, shall we? This is another cross stitch bundle. So what I have done is I have pulled together, it looks like all the seed packets that I have from It's So Emma and pulled them together with a little something extra. Let's see what we've got. So we have, like I said, these were generously donated from Fat Quarter Shop throughout the year of 2025, and I pulled them all together, but it's a sweet little seed packet set. So we've got the Cosmos, we've got Asters, we've got Daisies, Tulips, Violets, Dahlias, Poppies, Roses, and Phlox. Let's see, does it tell me? So these are all 70 by 98. So they're super, super sweet. They would actually be a really sweet ornament series if you wanted, if you had like a spring tree, or you made a little like spring dough bowl situation with all these spring florals. How fun would that be, just to have all the different florals just in your like pretty Brian dough bowl from Union Woodworking? I bet it'd be gorgeous. Okay, so you've got all those charts, as well as I've grabbed 2 other goodies just to throw in to kind of take it over the top. We've got a Fat Quarter Shop needle minder from the Serendipity line. I just had a pretty little floral on it. I thought it was perfect. And then their needle case, which is a great magnetic needle case. So it says stay sharp. You open it up, both sides are magnetic. It's a great place. What I did with mine is on the top, I wrote 26 with the Sharpie. On the bottom, I wrote 28. So that way I can know I'll keep my 26s on, you know, it opens up like a book on a magnetic case. And so the top's the 26s, the 28s, I keep at the bottom. It's easy. The Sharpie doesn't hurt anything. And it's such a fun little set. So that is today's giveaway. We've got number 4. The word of the day you're going to use today is going to be flower, because they're all flowers, I think. Yeah. So we're going to use the word flower in your comment. I know that's kind of tricky in a 12 Days of Stitchmas, but I know you guys can do it. So remember, in order to be entered into the giveaway, you need to use the word flower in your comment down below. Make sure you're a subscriber of my YouTube channel and that you like the video. All those things help the algorithm, help share me and expose me to other people here in the YouTube. Lots of people joining the Tiger Lily family. Thank you guys so much for everyone who is joining my Patreon. You guys are so awesome. I can't wait. I'm bringing in some exclusive content to Patreon next week. We're also going to be doing some fun jingle balling behind the scenes. I hope everybody's going to Lindy's Jingle Ball this coming up weekend. But we've also on Patreon, I've got something excited for you guys. So if you haven't joined yet, go ahead, and the link is down below to come over there and join some more fun. It's just getting started, friends. All right, friends. So as I mentioned, I don't have any progress on any stitches for last night. I worked on socks. I didn't bring them in. They're still over by the couch, but tomorrow I will be caught up for my 5 days on both socks. So that's what I'm going to promise. I'm going to put that out there, and we'll get to that, to see that tomorrow. But hopefully you enjoyed seeing some of my cross stitch finishes from years past. And then now we're going to dive into the Advent. So if you don't want to be spoiled, you don't want to know what's coming, now's your time to exit the ride, and I will see you tomorrow. But if you are here and you are excited to open today's Advents, let's dive in, shall we? Okay, so as we love to do, I love to start with a Tiger Lily Advent. So we're gonna go ahead. This is day 4. It's a sweet little hot pink envelope. It's a tall, long, skinny one. Any guesses? So I'm super excited. I love so many things in this box, but there's a story for this one, and I can't wait to tell you the story once we get it open. But let's open it first. So this is a sweet, and you open it. It's a floss winder. It is a beautiful, beautiful handmade floss winder. So here we are. First of all, the first thing you're gonna notice is it's hot pink. So like I've said, if you don't know, hot pink is my signature color. This is amazing. Amazing. On the back of it, you will see that it says it is made by Union Woodworking for Thread the Needle Stitchery. So if you don't know, let's have a little story time. So my sweet friends, Stacie and Brian. Stacie Clark owns an L&S down in Tennessee called Thread the Needle Stitchery. She opened it. She used to be down in Florida with an online business. I believe in 2025, she moved to Tennessee early on. It could have been the end of 24, somewhere around there. They moved to Tennessee and she opened up her own brick and mortar. I'm so excited for her and for them. It's a family business. This is the epitome of small business. So Stacie owns this L&S and her husband, Brian. Her husband, Brian, does Union Woodwork, and he is a beautiful artist, a woodworker, a craftsman, an artist, all of the above. His work is beautiful, and all of this is handmade. I believe it's maple. I don't remember if she told me. Let me see if in her story. Yes. Kari, I contacted them. So they make beautiful winders. I love their winders. If you've ever been, they host a retreat if you want to get on there. So I'm going to link them down below. Let me just put that right there. And what she did is she did tell me that they do have some winders. They're not pink. They have other hardwood winders, maple, walnut, lots of different options. They have winders available. They also have these gorgeous, and I just put myself on a wait list for one of the purple ones, but they have gorgeous tablet stands as well as dough bowls. So everything you want to check out, whether you want to splurge for something for yourself, or you're still looking for a last minute gift for a stitchy friend, or even like it's a tablet stand, it would be perfect. Like I almost thought my mother's going to watch this, so it's not going to be a surprise. And the one I want is sold out anyway, but it would be a perfect like cookbook stand in your kitchen, or it doesn't just have to be for tablet for stitching. Like think out of the box. Beautiful, beautiful work. Okay, so I contacted them in 2024, and it says they were thrilled to partner with us to make this one-of-a-kind winder. It's crafted from maple hardwood, and okay, this is the part that is hilarious. I love this. This is Tiger Lily Hot Pink, so what makes it truly, truly special. So I contacted them. They have beautiful wood. Listen, I love wood. I love maple. I love walnut. I love oak. I love all the things. But I said, is there any way we could stain this? And so Brian was so patient with me, and I found this crazy, crazy stain online from a woodworking crazy town place. And I said, would you do it? And he tried it, and we met in person. I mean, we talked many times, but we worked together. And when we were at market in March, he brought me a sample, because he's a perfectionist. He's an artisan through and through. And so because it's hand stained and you got to hand wipe and hand stain every single one after you've already made this beautiful piece of artwork by hand. He was hand staining them. And some of them have they're made by hand. They don't look like they were made by a factory. They weren't made by a machine. They're each unique. And the wood was taking the stains, everything. I loved it. I loved that fact. I love that it's just like you can see, I don't even see what he was seeing, but there's a little bit of, the wood grabs the stain a different way, but truly makes it a one-of-a-kind piece of art, in my opinion. Like I said, I love everything in the box. I love everything in the box, but this is a truly one-of-a-kind piece of art. I was blown away and so thankful and grateful, and collaborating with Stacie and Brian to make these. He says he will never stain again. So I'm sorry that you can't get these anymore, because it was definitely an experience and a lot more than he bargained for. And I am so appreciative and grateful and if you got this box, just cherish the piece of art that you have. I have been using my winder since, he gave me a box of samples, or the first batch, in March at market. And so I have been using my winder since March. They work beautifully. Like it is, wow. So although you can't get the pink anymore, you grab yourself, if you don't have one of these, and she teaches you how to wind your floss. So I'll read it to you. In your event was also a business card. Make sure you check it. There's a coupon code Stacie's given you guys, so that was very generous of them. So it says, start by inserting just the initial tail through the hole of the winder. Wrap the floss around the winder lengthwise until you reach the end of the skein. Cut the floss at the curved groove. This protects your scissors and allows for easy cutting. Now you can enjoy consistent cut lengths. A small floss will be, so these are 9-inch. They also come, just so you know, they also come in different lengths. So I should have grabbed a DMC, and I could have, shown you guys how to do it. Let me know if you want me to do that. But you stick it in here and you wrap it around. Okay, and then you're going to cut right here. So this is a 9-inch winder. She also has, I think, 12-inch, maybe 15. There's 3 different sizes she does. I do 9 inches because then your length of floss is 18 inches. That's perfect. That's my sweet spot. I can do that. I feel like that's still, it's pushing it a little bit for silk, but I do it, and it's perfect for cotton. So an 18 length strand is exactly perfect for me, and so that is what I had Stacie and Brian make. Beautiful pieces of art for you guys. So I hope you love it. I hope you do. So again, I just want to remind you guys, if you are, Stacie has an L&S, you can shop. She's got all the things. So the fabric, the floss, the charts, anything that you want in the world of cross stitch, Stacie can hook you up. She ships anywhere in the US, and as well as beautiful pieces of Brian's handmade wood items, not just for stitchers, like I said, the winders obviously, but the tablet stands, the dough bowls, applicable to lots of people on your gift. So like I said, I will link them down below. Thank you guys so much. I am so excited. Stacie and Brian, it was such a pleasure working with you guys, and I hope you guys go and show them some love and really it's a beautiful small business. I love it. Again, that's my favorite thing about this whole box is the small businesses. So hopefully I've introduced you to a new L&S that you can shop from. Let's go ahead and do the Moon Pie Advent. So as we remember, let me grab my little, we've got pink, and, oh wait, more pink. So this one's called Powder Puff. I'm gonna go ahead and go out on a limb and say we're still in the world of pink. We sure are. I mean, I wouldn't be mad if the whole daggone thing was pink, let's be real. But oh my goodness, look at all those different shades of pink. So fun. All right, so that is the MoonGlow Advent. And now we're gonna do the Leap of Faith Yarns Advent, which we've got day 4. And I love showing you guys first the animal. I think I actually might have ripped it where you can see. What is it? Is it a good buffalo? Bison? Yak? A brown. Beautiful. This would be perfect for like, okay. So I'm thinking for the Leap of Faith yarns, I'm definitely going to keep this one as more of like a pull for color work set situations. And so there are so many beautiful color work socks that I want to get into and do little like color work cuffs, just a little like a Christmas tree. I have one in my head. And I'm sure I've seen it. There's doodle cards and all the things. But like this would be a beautiful Christmas tree trunk. Beautiful. Or yeah, anyway. So such a beautiful color. Hers is going to be, they're all very variegated and fun and one of a kindy. And I'm super excited to just be able to pull from stash. Oh, so fun. So I'm hoping that I can find maybe a couple of them that are going to go together, do a couple striped socks, because they're 20-gram minis. And so I'm thinking that if I did a shorty or even a mid shorty, I can get a pair of socks done with about 50 grams. So just alternating 2 colors, if they coordinate enough, fun little stripe, right? And it's like mosaic knitting, so fun. Anyway, we're going to keep watching them. We're going to keep looking at the mini skeins as we go. All right. Last but not least is going to be our Stitchery Advent opening. So here we are on day 4. To be honest, this looks like another one of those super fun folders. Oh my gosh. Okay. It's a songbook volume 2. I need to get that Rudolph done. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see. This is so much fun, but I need to just start doing it. But it's so pretty. Look how pretty this little book is. Like I said, with the spine and the details and the ribbon, no detail was spared on this Advent. I love it so much. All right. Okay. Again, we're going to get, it's presented the same way as the Rudolph, but the colors are a little different. Look at the sweet floss pack, all ready to go. Much more traditional colors. All right, we'll see if I can do it again. And you're going to open it up. Did I show it? I can't see. Yes. This one, I feel like this fabric is much thicker. It's pretty birds. It's like 2 birds and a twig and a tree. Here, I'm sure there's one stitch. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay, hold on. It's called Deck the Halls. So it's two little birds kind of decorating there with a little swig of holly, mistletoe, sweet little red birds. There are stitch instructions. Yes. So I'm excited. Like I said, I can't wait to start doing this. Yay. Okay. So that is volume 2. And I'll put that back together. Okay, friends. So that is day 4 of the 12 Days of Stitchmas. I hope you're having fun. So friends, until next time, which is tomorrow, I wish you many happy stitches and knitting and quilting and making. Oh my, get excited. Day 5 is coming. I can't wait. We might have a special guest, or at least we'll see. We'll see if I can get a special guest for day 5. We're at least going to talk about a special guest. I'm going to try. But until next time, friends, happy stitching.